in some time. I just wanted to come on here to elaborate more about one of my raps that I released recently. I referred to a video show, and that is just about showing the bird, and I don't really get into what that means, so I'm going to break that down for you all right now. Just that one hook. Okay, at least for now. So the video show does not refer to Beyonce or Jay-Z at all. That was not my intention. I'm so sorry if that's what people thought. That I was calling in their energy or calling them out or calling them in. That was not what I was attempting to do at all. It was actually about calling in Hollywood and westernization and this obsession with the body and the skin, obsession with genitalia, proving that you're a woman or a man, and the obsession with designated female at birth, people's bodies and our private organs, as well as designated male at birth people's body and their private organs. Why do we have to sexualize and just focus so heavily on size, on like what goes on between the sheets or whatever? I'm personally celibate, but I'm also polyamorous, and I wasn't always celibate. I've been sexually active since the age of 4, but not with my consent. So it's been an interesting journey for me. And my first experience was with another designated female at birth person who identified as cisgender at the time. And I was always confused. I always wanted to be like my brother and my dad, and also like my mother. So I was always, I was always fluid about my gender and my identity. And my grandparents knew, my teta Lulu, may she rest in utopia. She used to talk about lesbians openly with me, because she knew that I was different. So so I had a lot of support even from the age of 10. Of course she was like horrified. She was horrified when she saw lesbians in the newspaper in Amman, Jordan, but it was because it's not safe for us in Amman, Jordan. So she knew it wasn't safe for me to be there, even as an 8-year-old or 7-year-old, and that probably broke her heart. And I work with her energy, so it did break her heart. It did. And she watched over me very closely due to my gender bending identities, sexualities, etc. Anyway, so back to the video game stanza, but I wanted to connect this to my life because it is about my life. So it's about this obsession with the body and how unhealthy it is. And the bird, it refers to, birds and the bees, and this obsession with sex, this obsession with just like society, one night stands, Harper's Bazaar, Bumble, dating people through like social media. You don't know anything about each other. You just see this image. You just see this image right here. Yeah, so like this, and then the whole sensation of when everyone was working at home during COVID, and you were all working pantless. None of you were wearing pants. You'd wear your business tops on top, and you were wearing underwear on bottom. I know this was a fact because I had multiple friends that were doing this, and you were getting paid like millions of dollars working corporate jobs, not wearing pants. And you know what? Your fellow employees, your bosses, if they were in tune with who they were, in tune with energy, if they were just empaths, they could figure out like that you're not wearing pants. So go put on some pants. Come on. Go put on some pants. I know a lot of you are just sitting in your underwear right now. Yeah, so so this is not to ridicule you or to shame you or to infantilize you, but there is an etiquette that is lost right now, and an ethical value that is disconnected right now, mostly because a lot of you are split. You have schisms in your chakras. Literally, one chakra is going one direction and the other chakra is going the other direction. So your chakras aren't even balanced. They're not in tune. They're not flowing. It's a river. They flow into each other. It's your solar star chakra. Not your solar star. It's your solar star chakra. It flows from top to bottom, not bottom to top. It's not your earth star and then your root. It's your solar star chakra. And then there's 3 chakras that are unnamed at this time. And then it's your crown chakra. And then it's your third eye, which is right here. And then it's your pituitary gland, which is right here. And then you have more chakras in your face, which I'm not going to identify at this time because I want an equal exchange of energy, and I'm not receiving that. So yeah, there's tons of chakras, okay, tons of them, and all of your chakras are blocked, all of them, because of the schisms, the splits, and you have split personalities, split personas, split identities. You do things that are out of tune. You know, you're doing things that just don't make sense for your, you know, you're acting one way and you're saying something totally different. You know, you're not matching who you are. You're disconnected. There's cognitive dissonance going on. You don't believe extraterrestrials are real even though you have one speaking to you right now. Right? There's a disconnect. Anyway, so that's what that whole song, that's what it's referring to, is all of this, okay? All of it. I get really, 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 really deep in my music, in my raps, okay? I get really deep, but I don't have 10 minutes to perform and, you know, and rap for you all, because I can barely hold your attention in 2 minutes, you know? That's what it feels like, at least. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just what it feels like from the reactions I get from you all, you know, like views and all of that. I look at all that stuff and anyway, yeah, I would have like 10-minute long raps if you wanted me to get into it the way that I feel, okay? And so yeah, it's literally about the hypersexualization of the body, the loss of connection with the monad, which is the God consciousness, the Godhead, the ability to connect to the divine, to the beloved, to infinite divine source, you know, who will protect you from everything and everyone, you know, literally. Yeah, you're unbreakable, you're untouchable, you're unhexable, as long as you have divine, ultimate, infinite source with you by your side. You just need to be open. You need to be open. Have your energy flowing upward, outward, inward. You need to be very specific with where your aura is going. Where is your aura going? Are you just letting it float out into space? Or are you building a proper shield? Are you building a circle? Are you building light? What are you doing with your prana? What are you doing with your pranic energy? What are you doing when you're doing Reiki? What energy are you sending out? Are you sending out hope? Are you sending out love? Or are you sending out pain and deceit? What energy are you putting out? Are you squinting your face, being all mad, and sending out love? Because that's a disconnect. You're not sending out love. You're sending something else out. Your energy needs to be in a happy state of mind, positive wellness. You need to be high vibrational, and you need to get yourself there. Okay? And it's possible. You just work with someone such as myself. I'm a pranic healer. I'm a Reiki master. I'm a light code activator. I'm a medical medium. I'm a naturopath. I'm a healer. I'm a shamanista. I'm a shaman. I've been on the path since the age of 7, working with spirits. Since that age, healing my family friends, aunties, uncles, amtos, amos, jalos, jatos, you know, literally everyone, anyone in between. I just don't tell them, I just do it. I've managed to help people avoid surgery. I've healed people from cancer. I've stopped people from drug addiction. Literally their addiction just went away. They stopped doing drugs just like that. I'm talking about real drugs, heavy drugs, like H and K and combo and ayahuasca. I don't want to get shadow banned, but all the heavy stuff, all the hard stuff, yay, all of that. I've helped them get off of all of it in one session, an hour and a half, 2 hours. I've managed to do that. And someday I will open an actual practice, a healing practice. So just follow along, follow me, and someday you can work with me, if you're interested in that. And my prices will be competitive, so just start saving, What else? I'm here to serve all communities, everyone. I don't care about your race, creed, nationality, sexuality, gender identity, where you're going, where you came from. I work with everyone. I've worked with Israelis, Jewish people. I have a lot of Jewish friends. I used to have a lot of Zionists come into my field, and they wanted healing from me, and I would heal them too. So it really doesn't matter to me where you're from, where you're going, where you were at, because everything changes. Nothing's permanent. I have hope for everyone. And my aim is not to change you. You're not my project, my fixer-upper. My aim is to serve you. Okay? To serve you. So, it's like giving you a chunk of my altar. Okay? Just think of it like that. I'm giving you a chunk of my altar, and I'm going to help you as much as I can. Assist you. Because I'm not lowering your vibration. I'm not taking anything away from you. I'm adding. I'll give you some tools. I'll teach you how to build shields. Teach you about pranic healing. I also do Qigong. I do my own, I do extraterrestrial healing as well. I also speak extraterrestrial. So that is very top secret, so I don't know if I'll be offering that ever. So we'll see what happens. But really my aim here was just to kind of decipher some of my rap lyrics and just talk more openly about who I am, my background. My background is in gender and women's studies, but I focus on LGBTQ studies, and I took a lot of anthropology classes with Dr. Paula Bagata. Those classes changed my mind, brightened my future, opened me up to the reality of post-colonial studies, post-colonial realities, which we are entrenched in living in today. So if you ever want, like, you know, information about classes to take, especially if you're at UC Berkeley or any of the UCs, like what direction to take your major, I can totally assist with that too if you entrust me with it. My focus was on the medicalization of trans bodies in the Western medical industrial complex. So don't take my idea, that's copyrighted, that's my idea. That was the focus of my thesis, just so you know, and that's why I go so hard on the medical system, because no one else is doing it, so I'm gonna do it. And I encourage you to join me. You don't get like on a list where you're banned from blah blah blah. But you do get well known for being someone who speaks your mind, you know. So yeah, I think it's a great life, you know. Your rights are protected at all times because you're protecting your own rights. You're your biggest advocate. You're your own lawyer. You're your own judge. You know what I mean? It's great. I love it. I never formally studied law. I just paid attention a lot to my eldest brother. He's a lawyer, so I just paid attention to him a lot. And psychically, I tap into him. So, and I have all my life psychically tapped into him, and to my other siblings as well, my full family. So I just pick up on things, and the rest is history, as they say. The rest is history. So yeah, thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for watching, and see you all soon. Thank you for your support. I'm so sorry for the past. I was so lost. I was severely undermedicated. So please forgive me. Really, I hope someday you'll forgive me for my past. Thank you. And with that, we close this dialogue. Hi, everyone.